And hello, everyone. I am back for another episode. Just had to had to do a bit of Oh no, hang on. What did I do? I had to take a bit of time off because I had a few things that going on in there. So anyway, but I'm back, so all good. Just wait for people to jump on. Oops, something. Itchy nose. Let's wait a couple of minutes. Oh well, let's get it underway. What do we do first? Hey, going? Thanks for tuning in. Josh Rabideau 2023. And hey, going? Eli Watson. Thanks for tuning in, mate. All right. What will we start off with? Do NBA. I haven't really watched a few games because I've been doing a few things, but keeping up on the scores. Where are we today? Do today's one. All right. So the Milwaukee Bucks took on the Orlando Magic. They got the win, 109 to 102. Then the Clippers took on Charlotte Hornets. They got the win, 119 to 117. And then Oklahoma City Thunder, they took on Atlanta Hawks. They won 121 to 114. Then we had Boston Celtics. They took on Toronto Raptors. They won 116 to 110. Then we had the Philadelphia 76ers. They traveled to play the Houston Rockets. Unfortunately, they went down 123 to 132. Then we had Miami Heat. They traveled to play the Memphis Grizzlies. Unfortunately, they went down 101 to 93. And then we had the Phoenix Suns. They traveled to Dallas to play the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, they went down 130 to 111. And then to round out Tuesday's games, we had the Indiana Pacers. They traveled to California to play Golden State, who's my team. Unfortunately, my Warriors lost 104 to 112. So yeah, oh well. So what are the next tomorrow's games? We have Los Angeles Lakers traveling to play Cleveland. That's 11:30 a.m. Same with Detroit Pistons. They take on Miami Heat, and Dallas Mavericks taking on Denver Nuggets. So yeah, so that's that one. Check out the standings. Oh, Jesus. So in the Eastern Conference, we have Boston on top, followed by Milwaukee, Cleveland third, fourth Atlanta Hawks, fifth Indiana Pacers, sixth Brooklyn Nets. 7th, Philadelphia 76ers. 8th is Toronto Raptors. 9th, Miami Heat. 10th is New York Knicks. 11th, Washington Wizards. 12th, Chicago Bulls. 13th is Charlotte Hornets. 14th is Detroit Pistons, and coming in last place in the Eastern Conference is Orlando Magic. Now to the Western Conference, we have Phoenix Suns on top. We have followed by New Orleans Pelicans. Then we have in third the Memphis Grizzlies. In fourth, we have the Denver Nuggets. Fifth, Sacramento Kings. Sixth, Los Angeles Clippers. In seventh, Portland Trail Blazers. In eighth, Utah Jazz. Ninth, we have Dallas Mavericks. 10th, Golden State Warriors. 11th, Minnesota Timberwolves. 12th, Oklahoma City Thunder. 13th, Los Angeles Lakers. 14th, Houston Rockets. And last place is the San Antonio Spurs. So yeah, that's NBA. I've gone through all the games and what games are on tomorrow here in Australia, what we have. There's only, and then, hang on, how many games tomorrow? 3 games, and then Thursday it's back to a full. All right, so that's that one. Do the NBL. All right. All right. Oh, it's going to confirm. Are you over 18? Right? Really? All right. So games. This is the NBL. All right. So past games. So we'll start from Thursday. We had the Breakers taking on Southeast Melbourne. The Breakers won 110 to 84. And then we had the Brisbane Bullets. They took on Perth Wildcats 106 to 95. So Friday, we had the Adelaide 36ers. They hosted Cairns. And that was, I did see the last quarter in that one. Last half, sorry. Very close. They won 78 to 75. Take that, Adelaide 36ers. Take that, Cairns type in, sorry, my mistake. And then we had the Breakers had another game. They played the Wildcats. They went down 92 to 84. Southeast Melbourne had their derby, whatever you call it. They got up 78 to 72 over Melbourne United. And then Sunday, we had the Kings, the champions, hosting the 36ers. Take that, 36ers. 97 to 78. I remember the last time the Kings played the 36ers. Unfortunately, we lost. And their fans were all over everything. And little old me decided to try and they more or less didn't like what I said. But hey, don't hear them now. Didn't hear them on Sunday. And then we had Brisbane Bullets. They went down to the Tasmanian Jack Jumpers. Still can't get over that name. Jack Jumpers, right? What is a Jack Jumper? 99 to 84. And then Monday, we had the Illawarra Hawks hosting Melbourne United. Illawarra got up 93 to 79. So, where's the standings? Yes, Kings are on top still. So we have Sydney Kings on top, followed by New Zealand Breakers. In third, we have Cairns. Fourth, Southeast Melbourne. Fifth, Tasmanian Jack Jumpers. Sixth, Adelaide 36ers. Seventh, Perth. Geez, how the mighty have fallen for them. and yet they used to be a juggernaut. Obviously, their players aren't as good as what they used to be. And in the 8th, we had Brisbane. In 9th, we got Melbourne. And in 10th, Illawarra. Illawarra's only won 2 games. Melbourne United won 5. Brisbane's 4. But their win ratio. Okay. 7th, Perth has had 6 wins, followed by Adelaide 36ers. Tasmanian Jumpers at 7. Southeast Melbourne's 8. Cairns at 7. New Zealand's 11. And we're 9. But it goes off win ratio, the percentage. So Kings are on top by 75. That's what's keeping us on top. So yeah. What games we got this week? So, this will be a good one. This Thursday, we have the Breakers hosting the Kings, top of the table clash. Second versus first. I think this will be a close one, but I think we can get it. Fingers crossed. And then we have Southeast Melbourne hosting the last place, Illawarra. I reckon Southeast will get up. Southeast Melbourne will get up on that one. Then Friday, the 9th of December, we have Adelaide 36ers hosting Perth Wildcats. 36ers at home. I'm going to go 36ers. And Saturday, the 10th of December, we have Cairns Taipans hosting Illawarra. Going to go Cairns. Can't see Illawarra winning this one. And then we have Melbourne United hosting Brisbane Bullets. I'd love to see an upset, but I don't know. I'm going to sit on the fence with this one. And then Sunday, we have, on the 11th of December, we have Southeast Melbourne hosting Adelaide 36ers. I'll go to Adelaide. Southeast Melbourne. And then we have my Sydney Kings hosting the Jack Jumpers. Going to go Kings, of course. I think Kings at home will be too good for them. We just got to keep winning. And then Monday, the 12th of December, Perth are at home against Melbourne United. That'll be a classic game. I'm going to go Perth because at home, they're always good. So, yeah. All right. That's the NBL game. Comments. All right. NFL. We'll go NFL. Do NFL. As you can see, I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. And no, not just because of Tom Brady, which I do like Tom Brady, but I've always been a Buccaneers. Even though I was a bit went sad when he retired, but when he come back out of time, I was like, ooh. But it's been an up and down season. So, So Friday the 2nd of December, we had the Buffalo Bills heading to New England to play the Patriots, and the Bills smashed them 24-10. They won by 14, plus 14. And then we had a string of games yesterday morning, starting off with Pittsburgh traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. And the Steelers got up by 3, 19-16. And then we had Green Bay traveling to Chicago to play the Bears. And they got up by 28-19, by 9. And then we had Jacksonville traveling to Detroit to play the Lions. And the Lions got up, smashed them 40-14, 20 plus 26. And then we had New York Jets traveling to Minnesota to play the Vikings, and that was a close one. The Vikings got up 27-22. Then we had Washington Commanders traveling to New York to play the Giants. Wow, that ended in a draw. I didn't know that. Wow, 2020. I know they get draws, but we don't see them often. But that was a draw. Can we split? Did it go? Did it go? I went to overtime. No. Wow. Surely. Well, didn't even go to overtime. Okay. Had to have. Couldn't be split. And then we had the Tennessee Titans traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles, and well, Eagles are making it 11, and they won 35-10. They've made it now 11-1. Then we had the Denver Broncos traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Wow, that would have been a snooze fest. 10-9 by the Ravens by 1 point. And then we had Cleveland Browns traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. And the Browns got up 27-14. And then next game was Seattle Seahawks traveling to Los Angeles to take on the champs, like chumps this season. They've just plummeted. They won 27-23. And then we had the Miami Dolphins traveling to San Francisco. Good old San Fran to play the 49ers. And they won. The 49ers won 33-17. But what's his name? He only plays. I'm going to go for the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever. You know. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know if I pronounced it right. He's unfortunately out for the season now. So, but I think we've got a big game next week. And then we had the Kansas City Chiefs. How about those Chiefs? They traveled to Cincinnati to play the Bengals, and well, I was watching this game. And I had to go out, and the Chiefs were up, but the Bengals come back and won 27-24. Wow. How about not those Chiefs? And then we had the Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers, traveling to Las Vegas, good old Las Vegas, to take on the Raiders. The Raiders won 27-20. And then to end out the Monday games, wow. The Indianapolis Colts traveled to AT&T Stadium in Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And boy, they blew them. They sent them back to Indianapolis with that, because they got a U. Well, it's not a U. It's like it's upside down now. They won 54-19. Like, wow. Because I did see this game and it wasn't like that, but they just ran away with it in the last quarter. Hui. Damn, Cowboys. And then today, oh boy, today we had the Saints traveling to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa to play the Bucks. And well, Started off, we only got 3 points, and that was it. Right up until the last quarter, 3 minutes to go, it was 16-3 to the Saints, and good old TB, Tom Brady, throws a pass, touchdown. And that we get the 1 point, so it comes to 10 to 16, 6-point ball game, right? The we kick off, they get it back. Well, it's like they clicked into gear, and it was like magic, The defense just stood up, and they shut them down. Like that play, it was like they didn't even get out of more or less halfway. I don't think they got sacked, and we got the ball back. Well, it was on. I think we had 1 minute and that to score a touchdown to win. Well, we got there. I thought we'd won. I was jumping around the house like a lunatic, as if you know me. I do jump around like crazy when my teams win. Anyway, it was flagged. I'm like, oh, piss off. Like, no way. Because one of our players held back one of their players. I'm like, oh, seriously. God, some of the refs people say the NRL refs are bad. Well, watch an NFL game. They're twice as bad. Triple bad. Anyway, we get a second chance. I'm like, oh, come on. The clock is going down. I think it was 16 seconds. We get close. It was down to 8 seconds. I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. And I'm like, oh, come on. I'm just praying to Jesus. I'm praying. And he throws it, and we score. He catches it, and then he leaps towards the in goal and scores. I'm like, I just went crazy. Like, and then there was a flag. I'm like, oh, God, this can't be happening again. But it was for New Orleans. I don't know what they did. They did something, but it was classed as a touchdown. And the point was added, and we won. I was like, oh my God. Talk about heart attack. Like, that's what it was like when the Knights 1997 game against Manly. But I think both of them, compare them both, I swear I had a heart attack. Like, my heart was just going boom, 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 boom. But yeah, we got the win by 1. Thank God. So I was sitting on Facebook, and the groups on there were going just mad. People were just, and then all of a sudden it just changed. It was like everyone was, and I was like, yeah, I was a bit angry, but I wasn't writing shit like people I'd seen. Like, yeah, you get frustrated, but people need to learn what you put on social media, on Facebook. It can come back to bite you in the ass. That's why I don't write shit. Like, I get angry and I curse and curse and curse. But yeah, so we won 17 to 16. Woohoo! That's why hence I'm wearing the Bucks hat. And now we go to San Fran to play the 49ers. I'm confident, but I'm going to be doing some praying that Monday morning, 8:25 a.m. I don't know what game we will be on, if it's Channel 7 or ESPN or via the Game Pass. But yeah, so all right, we'll go through next week's games. Check the comments. How you going, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Who do the Socceroos play next? Or are we out of the cup? We're out. But very proud of our Socceroos because no one gave us a chance. I'll talk about that very soon. I'm just going to go through the week 14 games of the NFL. So we'll talk about that soon. All right. So the Friday the 9th of December at 12:15 p.m. we have the Raiders taking on the Rams in SoFi. and then Monday the 12th of December. So there's like 5 games, but I'll go through them. So we have the New York Jets traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills, followed by Cleveland Browns taking on Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be a good one. I don't know who I tip, but sure that'll be a close one. Then we have the Houston Texans traveling to Dallas to take the Cowboys, try and take them down. Good luck with that. Then we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to Detroit to play the Lions. The Lions have started coming up. They're still, even though they're like 4 and I don't know, I'm not saying they're shit, but I know people that follow them, but they're still in the hunt for the playoffs. I don't know how. Like they're 5 and 7. They're under 400, under 500, but they've got Green Bay behind them. But Green Bay's percentage is down. But anyway. Then we have Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. We're the Tennessee. Then we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to New York, to take on the Giants. Then we have Baltimore traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Then we have Kansas City Chiefs. How about them Chiefs? Taking on to Denver to take on the Broncos. Then my Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to San Fran to take on the 49ers. No, Jimmy Garoppolo, I think I pronounced it. But I still think it'll be a tight one. I don't know. Got to work on a lot of things, I tell you. Oh, damn, I've got to pray to the heavens for that one. But I'll tip him. Always tip him. Because I'm in a tipping comp. And then we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And to end it out for Monday's games, we have the Miami Dolphins traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. And then Tuesday, the 3rd of December, the Patriots traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals at 12:15. So, yeah, that's week 14's games. Some good games there because the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals, that'll be a good one. Minnesota versus Detroit, that'll be a good one. Philly versus New York, that might be a good one. Kansas City, well, they want to bounce back. Miami want to bounce back, and so will the Patriots. So, yeah, so that's that one. All right, so here we go. World Cup results. Yeah, EPL. EPL. Anyway. So, all right, this is the round of 16. The Netherlands beating USA 3-1. And unfortunately, Argentina got the better of Australia 2-1. Lionel Messi, of course, he had to score a goal. And then a silly mistake by Matt Ryan let them get another one. I think it was 1-0 at half time. And then they got another one. It was 2-0. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. And then Craig Goodwin got a goal that was like, and we had hope. And we really rattled Argentina. Top 3 team in the world, and we had them rattled. Like, right up until the 96th minute, I think it was 96 or 97. That 96th minute, if we'd have scored that goal, I tell you, but it came back to bite us on the butt. That Matty Ryan, that mistake. But nonetheless, very proud of the Socceroos. No one, if you go and look on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that YouTube videos people make, they did like their little things. No one gave us a chance, even to make it, even to make it into the top six, into the round of 16, even to win the game. Yeah, we lost to France. It was going to be hard, like first up, but we bounced back with two big wins, and we didn't concede a goal. I think did we? No, against Denmark and against Tunisia. Yeah, so yeah, very proud. But yeah, that's World Cup Qatar. Thank God, do not ever host another one. I tell you, man. Please host the one in Australia. Like, why don't they bring one to Australia? Like, God, give us a chance. Like Qatar, that I remember seeing this bid, and that was high. It was bribed. Like, Australia got robbed in that draw. We should have been hosting that World Cup, but yeah, as they say, money talks. Anyway, going on for the other scores. France got over Poland 3-1. England beat Senegal 3-0. And then today we had Japan versus Croatia. And it was at full time, it was 1-1. So we went to extra time. And we went to penalties. And Croatia got up 3-1. So that's Japan backed and gone. And then we had Brazil 4-1 over Korea. So no Asian teams in the World Cup. And then in the morning at 2 a.m. we have Morocco versus Spain. Spain is $1.50. Morocco is $7. This World Cup, I tell you, anything could happen. Like Morocco could shock them and knock them out. Wouldn't that be something? But my money's on Spain to win. And then at 6 a.m. we have Portugal versus Switzerland. And this will be a good one. I think I might get up for that one. Oh, I tell you, if it's not the Rugby League World Cup, it's the Football World Cup. Like my sleeping pattern is like, chuck it out the door. No, I've been getting up. I got up to watch all the Rugby League World Cup games, and yeah, I've been mostly all the World Cup games for this football. So I am a dedicated sports watcher. Yeah, but it's been good. Some teams have gave it a shake, and some teams haven't. So yeah, I'm tipping. I'd love to see England in the final, but I think Argentina might get there, and I think it might be out of Spain or Portugal or Brazil. I think Brazil or Croatia might have a say in it. But yeah, quarterfinals are so far done. We have Netherlands taking on Argentina. That's on. Oh, hang on. First, we have Croatia versus Brazil. That's on the 10th of December. And then we have there's two games on the 11th. Those two are still to be determined. I think it'll be Spain versus Portugal. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but my money's on Portugal and Spain to play each other in the quarterfinals on the 11th of December. And then we have England versus France at 6 a.m. So, yeah. And I only got third place. So the final will be on the 19th of December at 2 a.m. So, yeah. Then we have third place. That's on Saturday, the 18th of December at 2 a.m. and the semi-finals. So who do we reckon that will play? Who do you reckon? Yeah. Go back to the round of 16. So Morocco versus Spain. Who do you reckon? Spain or Morocco? And then Portugal or Switzerland? Right, let's see the comments. Hey, going Damo. Yes, go Australia. Good old Australia. We always give it our best shot, but we're not in it. So, yeah. In the cricket, yeah, we're going to beat the West Indies. So, West Indies, who are they? So yeah. All right then. So yes. All right. Time for a bit of Q and A. So whatever you got, let's give it. Whether it be rugby league, NFL, you name it. You chuck the questions, I'll give you the answers the best as I can. What do you mean on YouTube? Elaborate more, mate. I know what you're. BBL. Has it started yet? Hang on. The BBL don't start yet, I don't think. BBL. All right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that starts Thursday. All right, so BBL. We have the Sydney Thunder. It all starts on Tuesday, the 13th of December, so next week. We have the Sydney Thunder taking on the Melbourne Stars. I'm going to go Thunder, much as I'm not a fan of the Thunder, but yeah. Then we have the Adelaide Strikers hosting the Sydney Sixers on Wednesday, the 14th of December. My Sixers, of course. And we have Thursday the 15th of December, Brisbane Heat versus the Renegades. I'm going to go the Heat. Melbourne Heat. Brisbane Heat, sorry. And then Friday we have Melbourne Stars taking on Hobart Hurricanes. I'm going to go Melbourne in that one. And then Friday the 16th, second game for the Thunder. They're taking on the Strikers. I'll go the Thunder. And then Saturday the 17th of December, Perth Scorchers hosting my Sixers. I'm going to go to Sixers. Any more other games? Then this 18th of December, we have the Renegades hosting the Thunder. Go to Thunder. And yeah, all right, I won't do any more. Do any more next week. When the games are over. So yeah, there's the BBL, Damo. Should be good. Who do you reckon is going to win the final? I'm tipping Sixers. I just said my tips. So who do you reckon will be in the final of the 2020? When is it? Who's the final? The final on the 4th of February next year. Who do you reckon will be in the final? I'm going Sixers. So let me know before I end the show. All right. So Q&A. Back to the Q&A. Yeah. Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, and Brisbane. Yeah, that's your tips. But who do you reckon is going to be in the final? I said the final. I'm going Sixers versus Adelaide Strikers. Adelaide Strikers. So who do you reckon? Let me know. Yeah, Sixers all the way. But who do you reckon will play? Sydney beat Melbourne. Sydney versus Melbourne. Which one? Renegades or Stars? All right then. Well, I think that'll do it. I'm going to wrap it up. First, get a bit of a. I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks for everyone that's tuned in. I'll be back next week with another episode. I think I might make it my final one for the year. Because I'm a bit busy. So the 13th, yeah. All right, the 13th will be the final one for 2022. So yeah, so until then, I'll catch you then. Cheers. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Cheers. Bye.